Like, you just have watch charger? He's charged up, right?
Yeah. What's up, bros? Kunal here, Bulls on Wall Street. How's everybody doing? Hey, happy Sunday. We got some things to talk about. So first of all, big breakout in the markets. We are hitting all-time highs on pretty much every metric, obviously. If you look at the equal weighting, we're about to break out here. So we're getting a good participation in the markets. This is the equal weighting. This is the QQQs. And so, you know, it's a bonanza all over the board. We are slightly stretched. I wouldn't say like a crazy stretch, but we're getting slightly stretched. You know, a couple more days of this, we probably need a little bit of a snapback. We are at, you know, a 98 stochastic, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. This can stay elevated for some period of time, but we do want to just kind of keep an eye on just the basic common sense of like things are getting a little bit frothy, but not too frothy yet. So I think there's a lot of good things happening. The equal weight's about to break out, like I said. The SPY's breaking out, and so we have a, you know, pretty much across the board kind of breakout. You know, the IWM is of course still in the pooper, but you know, the IWM is just IWM, you know, at this point. So I think, you know, probably not put too much credence into this. For me, it seems like there's still a subset of mid caps and stuff that have been doing really well. You know, you have your crypto stocks like, you know, Wolf and Iron. I consider these small caps, mid caps, really doing well. And you have CVNA and, you know, so you have like this kind of subset of stocks that maybe are not necessarily IWME or in the IWM, but they're right of that ilk. And so I think that we have a lot of good stuff happening. I would be cautious tomorrow if the market has a big gap. At the moment, I believe probably futures have opened, but I wouldn't, you know, the futures at nighttime really on a Sunday, you're usually just like kind of a big circle jerk. So I wouldn't read too much into it right now, but let's take a look at the watch list. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. A couple things I do want to keep an eye on, you know, out of the indexes, you know, SLV, silver's been coming out of big range here. So I think this is going to be something to keep an eye on for all-time high breakout. Love the overall look on gold here too. You know, if we start to push and then pull back right here, like a little bit of a cup and handle, probably, you know, some calls 2 months out would be, you know, in the cards for maybe like a swing. And then, you know, you got even the old ARC is starting to show some signs of rebounding here as you broke over the 200-day moving average. You know, obviously on a longer term basis, it really is not going to get going till probably, you know, more of a 55. A lot of the stocks inside ARC are doing okay, but the problem is that the ARC is weighted with a whole subset of failured stocks too, right? DNA, PACB, Search, TUYU, AC, you know, so it's like, you know, most of the ARC stocks are looking okay, but you just have this like nasty, like this DNA was, I mean, this is still a $1 billion company. This is $16, right? Like, she'd probably keep buying this to the end. So, hot lady, so-so stock picker, right? But dude, for a GILF, not so bad, right? What can you say? Now, let's take a look at the general watch list, and man, let's get, I'm going to keep this short and sweet for you guys. So, let me get out my flagged symbols. NNE. First of all, NNE I thought had is a really interesting, it's a turd. There's no getting around that. But it's a pretty, low flow turd. You've got a nice breakout here. I would really watch this kind of 30 mark here. I think if you could take that out, you're going to probably maybe see some upside very quickly to 37. BTBT. All these crypto stocks are interesting because, look, Bitcoin is right now at about 55,000, all right? It hit 53,000 and had a little bit of a reversal. I'm just looking at the chart right now. Had a little bit of intraday reversal on Friday, but these things just got bought up. And I think that's, man, they were down about 5-6% all at the open across the board, and they got bought up. And so you have this one in Iron. Look at it had a weak open, and then it even doubled, it looked like it was going to roll over. And then, dude, you just can't fight that. Like when you're down 10% or 8% and you finish up 5%, I mean, this is the hottest chart in the market. Now, this stock is a complete turd. Maybe I wouldn't say it's zero, but it's about $1 or $2 stock probably. So be mindful on a long-term basis, but dude, for the next week or two, man, this thing is ready to pate. Dude, give me a small gap down on this 1%, 2%. We coming hot on this. ENVX, love this look here. You know, it's got great liquidity, decent enough range, about 10% ATR. You got this pop. Beautiful consolidation here. No matter how you know, whatever levels you're drawing, does not really matter, right? But the 16 spot is a poodle. Okta, man, you had a total reverse on this, right? It looked like it was breaking down and then, right, caught everybody off guard. That's an important thing. Tested into 9. I think this is one of those. I think this is one of these tech stocks that's going to play some catch up. You know, there's not that many tech stocks that are left that are not at all-time highs or right getting there. They're all ready to break out. I want to catch a couple of these bottom plays like Shop, Okta, MDB. I think all of these are looking really kind of zesty. Crowd's got a breakout. I got a 394 alert on this thing. PanW, I've got I'm not touching this till it breaks out or it tightens up so tight before the breakout. So like, for example, you know, on Friday, this thing, you know, kind of zoomed into this, but it's like a $6 candle, right? That's not tight enough to go. So we don't want to trade any of that. I want this thing, if I'm going to be before the breakout, I've got to have it tighten up. Kava, 1 test, 2 test, 3 test, got 9 EMA curls for the girls. I mean, this thing is, for me, this feels like it's ripe for tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. And, you know, so I keep it short and simple. On the, you know, the kind of mega caps, I think we're getting a little bit long in the tooth on some of them. So I do want to be just a little bit mindful. Whoa, what just happened here? I want to be a little bit mindful. Like, to me, like Amazon, this 200 level is okay. I think that could probably do it. But some of the other ones, like Google, I think is maybe getting a little bit extended. You know, Apple is getting a little bit extended. So we want to, you know, it's not at the upper Bollinger Band yet. You got maybe $4 or $5 more of upside. But, you know, I don't want to come in. You know, it just started at 206. So it's up 10% in the last few days. This is a $3 trillion company. It's a $300 billion market cap in a week, you know, or whatever, 7 days. That's a lot. So we want to be a little bit careful. That NVIDIA is, I think, still just kind of rangy McGee. Not much there on this one. MU, some of these other ones are good, doing the same. But Meta, I think, let's watch any dips on this one. You know, you have 530 was the breakout. Dude, give me a gap down on this, 4, 5, 6 points. Dude, we could come in and red to green this thing. But I won't chase a gap up on this, guys, because look, it's on, even though this was yesterday, felt like the first day of the move, it has kind of been grinding up for a few days. Like it's 492 just 4 days ago. So it's up 50 points. So we always look at like, okay, the last day, and then we always look at the breakout and say like, how high are you from the breakout? But you really need to start at the beginning of the move to the end of the move to really see exactly how extended you are. So just be mindful. Guys, on the other hand, we got some crazy deals going for 4th of July. They're still running. You guys are more than welcome to, I'll put a link in the description and also just a little card here. I think it's like up to 60% off. Awesome combos on all the chat rooms. You know, for you guys, I'm doing the day trading. Of course, I'm on Zoom all day, but we have a swing trading room, a futures room, and an options room. You know, we got all sorts. Dude, we got all the boots and the coots on this thing, and we've got discounts on the boot camp. So click that link. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I love you guys. Peace.